Go ahead.
All right. So our project name was Sharp Kids Tutoring, made by Stanley Quach, Anthony Diaz, Syed Marwan, Tanya Lama, and William. So, next slide. Our team expertise. This is how we, laid out our project. So Stanley was the captain. He was in charge of project designer and architect. Anthony Diaz is co-captain. He was project setup and web development in the back end. Syed Marwan was web development in the back end as well. Tanya Lama was web development in the front end, and William was web development in the front end as well. Table of contents, we have our three project ideas, mission values, and market analysis, business plan, program offerings, data flow diagrams, NAT chart, decision table and tree, SWOT analysis, technology implementation, project feedback, main website features, and project demo. So our first three project ideas was, well, the first one was the 101 appointment tutoring website slash app, which we did select, platform for K to 12 students to connect with volunteer tutors, features for scheduling and session management and progress tracking, and it's also a nonprofit. The second idea was an emergency SOS app, which quick location sharing with family during emergencies, kid-friendly interface with engaging characters, and the survey app, which was monetizing survey platform for users, custom survey creation capabilities. Our mission is to become the leading educational support service with diverse tutors that transform struggling students into confident academic achievers. The values are equity and accessibility, intuitive interface designed for users of all abilities, cross-platform compatibility for diverse technology access, multilingual support features to serve diverse communities, empowerment through education, progress tracking features that celebrate achievements, self-paced learning resources integrated throughout platform, skill building tools that extend beyond academic subjects, and our third value is community and collaboration, forums for peer-to-peer support and discussion, volunteer recognition and community building features, feedback mechanisms to continuously improve our services. Market analysis. So our target demographic is students ages 5 to 18, so K through 12 within New York City. Parents concerned about academic performance. The estimated market size is actually 1.1 million students within just New York City alone. So customer needs we address. Academic struggles in specific subjects, lack of individualized attention in traditional classrooms, test test preparation and study skill environment, support in areas where parents may lack expertise. Our competitive advantage, our smart tutoring system, supportive, measurable, adaptive, relation-based, technology-enhanced, delivers consistent, high-quality learning outcomes. Our marketing focus is we will implement hyper-local marketing strategies focused specifically on families and schools within New York City. So now I'm gonna give it to Stanley to continue. Stanley, you got the mic.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry. Hi everyone. My name is Stanley. Let me just do this, and I'm the captain of the group three. So we have our business plan and program offerings where we provide core offerings. One of the main core offerings is we have one-on-one tutoring, which provides personalized learning experiences that build confidence and address specific academic challenges. We also provide group tutoring, which provide a collaborative learning environment that foster teamwork while remaining cost effective. And we have a delivery system known as Impact, And impact stands for identity, match, provide, access, customize, and tracks. So within the impact, we can identify student needs, match with appropriate tutors, provide effective sections, assess progress regularly, customize learning approaches, and track outcomes for continuous improvement. Our impact system is created as a step-by-step progress to help students find the tutors needed for the educational help. And here we have created a data flow diagram. That's how essentially we created our website would work. So we have our shortcut tutoring website, and we use a database to store and receive data, which is between the volunteer tutors and the students. And this is our data flow diagram for number 0, and this is our expanded version of part 2. We have a register, login, and on the right side you can see like the functionality for available schedule and to book a schedule. And all the stuff will be stored in the tutor database shown on the bottom. The next one we show here is our Gantt chart. This is basically our group's to-do list of how we created this entire project from the start to finish. We have the project planning, we created this alongside the project creation, and then the side tasks. And the next one we show is the decision table and the tree, but I'll start with the decision table. And basically in the decision table, we have 3 separate conditions and all the different possibilities of true and false. And the 3 different conditions we have is the student in kindergarten to 12, yes or no. And the other one is a student available on the weekends or after school, true or false. And then the other one is does a student live in New York City? And based on these actions, it have these 3 different actions that allow remote tutoring, in-person tutoring, or cannot afford tutoring. And based on these outcomes that we created for the conditions and actions, we created a compressed version on the bottom left right here. The conditions and actions are right here, and then that's what it shows here. And then on the bottom right, it's where we convert the compressed decision table into a decision tree. So is the kindergarten in kindergarten to 12? Yes or no? If it's no, they cannot afford tutoring. If yes, then they go to the next condition. Is the student available on the weekends or after school? If it's no, they cannot afford. But if yes, then they can essentially afford tutoring. But it depends on what tutoring they have available based on if the student lives in New York City. So if they live in New York City, they can afford both remote and in-person tutoring. And if not, they can only afford remote tutoring. The next one is our SWOT analysis, and basically we have our compressed area of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So our basic strengths is that it's a mission-driven purpose with a clear social impact. It's also a dedicated volunteer base and community trust, flexible curriculum adaptable to specific needs, and low operational cost and inclusive service model. Our weakness is we have right there's gonna be funding limitations and reliance on donations, volunteer retentions and quality consistency challenges, technology infrastructure and scaling constraints, and lack of 24/7 services. Our opportunities is that we have digital skill development that's useful for the online world, cooperative partnerships, technology integrations, and school collaboration. And then the last but not least is the threats. And the threat includes funding instability during economic downturns, competition for-profit tutoring companies, technology across disparities among students, and potential volunteer shortages and market saturation. So now I'm going to pass the mic to Brilliant, and he'll continue the remainder of the slides.
Okay, so the way we implemented our website is we focused on platform features such as intelligent student and tutor matching algorithm, where we want to pick the best tutor for that student's needs. We have real-time virtual classroom environment, so web conferencing without having to go to a separate platform, progress tracking and performance analytics, secure communication channels with parents and teachers and students so that communication is safe and follows regulatory requirements, and a resource library and study materials for extra work outside of tutoring. And as for our technical architecture, we have a user-friendly responsive interface so the site can be accessed on all devices without issues, a scalable backend infrastructure to ensure that our site is able to handle peak loads, secure data management, because obviously we're working with minors' data, so we need to follow stuff like COPPA and HIPAA, etc. Integration of educational tools, and accessibility compliance. So we wanted to get feedback from professionals to improve our project. So we sent invitation letters to professors in order to have them review our first sprint. So and we also by then we also created the front end of our project, and we sent questionnaires with questions such as What do you like the most about our nonprofit tutoring website layout? Can you explain any differences on this website that are appealing compared to other existing tutoring websites? What information were you hoping to find on our website? What was not presented that you were expecting? How can we make our mission and impact clearer online? And what could we improve to make this website more friendly? And we also sent a thank you, well, not a thank you. We also sent a full-scale invitation letter with this questionnaire attached in order to start communications. Okay, next. Thanks to professionals like Professor Dan and Professor Arjun that took our time to review our first sprint of the project, they provided several pieces of feedback that would help enhance our project, such as removing the school and institution section on the registration form, as our website was meant to be a global or at least not local website meant to take students from all over the US and the world, expanding the tutor registration form, which is separate from the student registration form because we want to have more background checks, more contact info, and more details that will ensure that not just we're hiring the best tutors, but also we're matching them to the right students. And also on that note, collecting as much tutoring information as possible, like the resume, tutoring experience, certificates, contact info, etc., in order to, again, hire the best tutors and the ones who know what they're doing. And after we received the feedback, we wrote a thank you letter to our professors who provided the feedback we needed to improve our site. Okay. The features of our website include the login and register page. So each role has access to their own part of their page. An invitation system where tutors can invite students that they will tutor. A scheduling system, which is actually one of the biggest things that we made, which is where tutors can provide any of their available times. Students can pick times within those within their schedule in order to have the best time and to make sure that their tutor is available by then, and a way to track your progress through each, how do I say, throughout each class over time. And we used both front end and back end to develop the website alongside using an on-render as a cloud platform to host our website. And now I'll pass this on to Tanya to do the project demo. Yep.
I'll share. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll start sharing. Yeah, just give me a second. Let me just show the website for you. And okay, there you go. Yep.
Hi everyone. My name is Tanya, and I was in charge of designing and coding the front end of our group project. We created this website to make tutoring accessible, friendly, and easy to navigate for both students and parents. Um, we built the entire front end from scratch using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. My main focus was on making the site clean, colorful, and fully responsive so that it works smoothly on desktops, tablets, and phones. Let me walk you through the pages.
Mhm.
So the homepage features our logo, a welcome message, and two main call buttons: Get started and become a tutor. We created a curved hero section with centered content and styled the buttons with hover animations for engagement. We also built the sidebar navigation, which is a responsive and collapses on smaller screen for mobile users. On the login and sign up pages, we created a clean and simple forms for both tutors and students.
Oh, no, it's loading. That's how the website. You can keep. You can keep.
These forms are fully mobile friendly. So, the About Us page introduced our mission and team, and we designed this with a split layout and a responsive team member grid to keep everything organized across all devices. For the appointment and recruitment pages, we created user friendly forms where students can request sessions and volunteers can sign up to tutor. We also made sure to form layouts where it's easier. Also, for the blog page, it was designed to feature tutor tips and student highlights. Um, for the service pages, it uses colorful icon boxes and it lists everything we offer, like subject help, homework help, and test prep. And the contact us page includes a styled contact form where users can send us messages along with a confirmation response once submitted. And the rest of the pages are super clear and everything is responsive. Lastly, the student dashboard is designed as a central hub where students can view their upcoming sessions, upload homework, track their progress. Now I'll let Stanley walk you through the back end of our website.
Sure thing. So yeah, I'm gonna showcase about the login and the tutor stuff. So let's start with the tutor stuff, and then let's start with this, and let's start creating a new volunteer tutor. Let's create a simple one. Let's create one named Emu. We'll just put this right here, and it's emu@gmail.com. We'll just do this. Then we'll just create a password. Create this, and then subject we can tutor, which math or English. Let's just do math. We'll do weekdays. And then let's type why you want to join. That's the new one we added for our register. I said, I, per- I pursue, let me see, I got a master's degree on math, something like that. And then we submit an application and it should be available. And then we can actually do it. I already have an account, log in. We can go this and then we can type our email to amu@gmail.com. And then the password is this one just to make sure. Yes. And it should work. And then this is our tutor dashboard. And right now this is still currently work in progress, but like some of the stuff here. But the most important one we have is our office hours. So we can input our office hours available Mondays to Fridays. And then we have our scheduling thing. We can put like 10, we can just do 10:09 a.m. and then 10 p.m. Something like that, Eastern time zone, and then save office hours. And once you save this will be updated right here on the bottom for the current office hours. And also, and students that are registered will be enrolled. And then we enroll a student. We have an existing one we can name Steven. We can just start enroll a student. When you click this, all the students are already enrolled. So I guess we can probably create a new student. Let's showcase that right now. Let's go to home, get started, and then let's actually log in as a Steven. I think we can just Steven@gmail.com. We did already create a pre tutor and student here. So let's actually do that. Steven. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if this works. That's error. Okay, so let's create a new one though. So let's create a new one. Let's go to homepage. Let's get started. Actually, no, this is a create account. Sorry, my bad. So let's actually create a new account. Let's actually just log in for now and see if this works. So Steven@gmail.com. Steven, and then we log in. And this is the student dashboard. When you're welcome as a student, you see a calendar you see here. And then the upcoming session, submit homework, progress, and then we did create a tutor named Point Crow, and then based on the tutor we created for like similar to what we showed before, we did implement weekdays and English and stuff. And then this is the tutor. Once the tutor implements a database within their available hours, the students that are registered for it can actually see the available stuff for the tutors. And that's basically like the basic fundamental for our backend. So thank you.